guys, so today I'm going to show you a sort of killer kit video for kit number 4. I didn't really kill it, as you can see, but I did say that I would have to make at least 4 layouts, and I made I think I made 5 or maybe 6, I'm not sure. So I'm calling it quits because I have one more kit I haven't used yet, and because I'm sort of fed up with this one. And I find myself not wanting to use it, but just going back to my embellishments and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you what I have left, and then I'll show you the layouts I made, which I have process videos, I believe, for all of them. So, yeah. So, I'm going to start off with this just so I don't forget. So, these are the Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers, and I used some of them. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of them because there's like 300 plus in here. There's 1,000. There's 1,000 stickers in here, so obviously I'm not going to use all of them, but I did use some. So there's that. Now I'm going to try and show you the paper first, but I don't know how it's going to work. So okay, so I think that's the paper. So, Project Life cards. I used 1. So I have these 3 left. I don't think I have anything else. But if I find one, I'll show. Oh, and then I have this one. So I have 3 3x4s and 1 4x6. So if you want to see what I started off with for this kit and what everything is from in detail, you can check out the Stash Kit share. I'll leave a link in the description below. So I don't think I used any of this paper. It was just too sort of like a creamy shade. I don't know. So didn't use that. Didn't use this either. I used almost a whole sheet of this cardstock, which is good. I used some felt. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Sorry about that. So I used some felt. I used maybe a strip. I think there was a strip of this left. I'm not sure how much of this was left, but I used it all, other than this little piece, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep or not. That was from Basic Gray. I used some of these. I fussy cut out the flowers, so I used some of that. I didn't use this. I don't think I used this. Pretty sure I didn't. I didn't use any of this. No, actually, I did use some of this. I used some of this in a mini album, which I'll show you too. I didn't use any of the yellow felt. I used just a little tiny strip of this on a layout that I'll show you in a second. I don't believe I used any of this, unless I used the yellow part. I'm not sure. I did use a couple of strips of this heart, and then I did use the back side. So it's that. And here's another Project Life card that I didn't get used up. I don't think I used any of this. I tried to use these little strips, but they didn't work out. So here's that. I didn't use any of this floral. So as you can see, I could probably make a couple more layouts easily, but I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. So I did use a little piece of this in the mini album as well. And I used a couple of strips of this corrugated cardstock in pink. I used a bit of the yellow cardstock in the mini album, I think. I didn't use any of this, and I didn't use my pre-made background. I'm just going to put those over there. So, as far as this goes, I used a couple of pieces, I believe. So, I used that piece. And I'm not sure if I used anything else. I think I might have used the last bit of this border. I think that's it. I'll point out anything that I missed in the projects that I made. So there's that sticker sheet. I didn't use any of these bows. I tried to on 2 different layouts, but they didn't really work. I didn't use any of these either, which I wanted to get used up. But anyway, I used these. I used a couple of those. I did use some enamel dots as well. And I used 2 hearts, as I recall. I might have used more of something, but I'm not sure. I'll point them out in the layouts. I used both of these sets here. Yikes. Mostly this one. So as you can see, it's getting pretty empty. So that's good. So this one, I'm not sure if I used some of the small hearts that that it included, but I don't think I used anything else. I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think I did though. Ribbon, let's see. Oh, I didn't use any of this paper either. These little strips. Ribbon, I did use this white one, I believe. And I think I had a pink one that I used. Yeah. I might have had a couple more, but I think that's it. So, yeah, I didn't use this green one. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I don't think I did, though. We'll see again when I show you the layouts. So I used all of my clips except of this one here. And then these are just some scraps from the corrugated cardstock that didn't fit on that clip that was keeping everything together. I did use die cuts, of course. Obviously, I didn't use all of them because there was like 40 in there. It's about half a pack. So I don't think I used any of these printables. Again, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure I didn't use any of these. I used the last brad on this, so I can throw this out. I'm not sure if I want to keep that yet or not. So if I don't, I'm going to throw it out. If I do want to keep it, I'm going to leave it on here, or maybe just add it to my die cuts, or I might give it to my sister. I don't know. We'll see. Here's another bit of ribbon. Washi tape. So I used this one because I love it. I think I used a bit of this. There you go. And I don't think I used anything else. I'm not sure. We'll see again. And that's what I have left of my kit. So I'm gonna show you some projects. Okay, so first off, I started this mini album here with this kit. I did bring in some other elements like this tag. Oh, so yeah, that's where I used the washi tape and some of these hearts. So I did bring in like that clip there, stuff like that. So I do have a process video for this, as well as a flip through at the end of that process video. So I won't go in detail on it. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. I'm hoping to get it posted before this, so we'll see. So I'm going to start from the newest layout. So this is a layout that I made for the Stash Busters video for the month of October, which was to use ribbon. So of course there's a process video for this, so be sure to check that out, and also check out all the other videos that all the ladies made. I'm sure they've come up with really good ideas. I haven't seen them yet because it's Friday and the videos go up tomorrow on Saturday. So I'm sure they all did an awesome job, so be sure to check that out. There's that one. So this is called Always Remember This, but as I said, it will be in the Stash Busters ribbon playlist, and not playlist, in the Stash Busters playlist, and it's the ribbon edition. So there's that. So for this one, I did pull in a doily, and the ribbon wasn't in the kit, but everything else is. No, the chipboard, this chipboard isn't either, but everything else is. So this is sort of a cheat layout because I was getting at the end of the kit, and I also had to use ribbon, and I really wanted to use this ribbon that matched with the bag. Anyway, for more details, check out the process video, because if I explain all of these, this video will be going on for an hour. So these are also pages I have process videos on. So these are sort of companion pages, because this was an extra photo that I couldn't get onto the original layout. So this one, I exclusively use the kit, excluding the alphas, but those don't really count because I didn't include alphas in my kit. So let's see. So these are from the die cuts, and oh yeah, I used all of this paper. I didn't have any left of that, so I used some die cuts on this. 3 of my clips, one of these hearts, and some enamel dots, and this paper here that I showed you, that tiny strip, and the ribbon, the pink ribbon. I don't have any of that left, which is good. And then I use the same elements on this page over here, so it's pretty much the same stuff. I did use quite a bit of these hearts, actually. So I also have process videos on these. So this is called My Favorite Scrapbooker, and then I think this is called My Favorite Scrapbooker Companion Page. I'm not sure about that. Again, I leave links for all of the videos in the description below. Then this one is, so oh yeah, I did use that red washi tape. So this one, yeah, so I did use those printables in the end. So I used 2 of those here. I used the enamel dots, there's that strip of the heart paper, and the most part of the green cardstock is on this layout as well. I did use that red washi tape. This is from that desktop chipboard set. Here's some of that florals. I used quite a bit of this floral paper. And then this polka dot paper, I don't have any left in the kit, so I used all of that up, which is really good as well. So there's that layout. This is called All the Feels. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, this is also a Stash Busters video for the month of September, and it's called Leftover Alphas. The title is First Grade, but you'll find it in the Stash Busters playlist under the name of Alphas. And also, if you didn't see this yet and you're interested, go ahead and check it out, and be sure to check everybody else's video as well. So for this one, I used the whole sheet of pink cardstock. So there's that, something I used completely up. I also used this paper completely. Yeah, so apart from the alphas, again, that weren't included in the kit, everything else is from the kit. So I guess you could call this a half and half layout, because there's a lot of the alphas that I didn't include in the kit. But again, I allowed myself to pull in alphas, so I don't know how you want to take that. Oh, and I did use this paper, and here's where I used most of that felt. I used some felt in my mini album as well. And then last but not least, this is the page I made for the 15-minute layout challenge, which I completely failed. I'm really, what is it called? Really disappointed about that. But anyway, I still really like how the layout turned out. So if you want to see me panicking to make a layout that in 15 minutes, which I actually did in like 23 or something like that, go check this video out. I'll leave the link in the description below again. And this was a collaboration, so be sure to check everybody else's video as well. They had a much better attempt than me. I think most of them managed to do the 15 minutes. So be sure to check those people, the other ladies' videos as well. So for this one, I used chipboard, most of the corrugated cardstock, and then again this paper. So I did use I almost used 2 sheets of that, 2 8x6 sheets, but that's really good. So there's this layout. And then I have some sort of cheat layouts here. So this is one, which I didn't use the kit, but I did pull in these hearts from that desktop chipboard, which were part of my kit. So, and the Tim Holtz stickers. So, I don't know. It doesn't really, I didn't use the kit for this, it doesn't really count, but just so you knew that not all of it went to all the layouts. Some of those chipboard pieces went onto this one, which is fine by me, as long as I get product used up. I don't really care where it came from. I don't know, get what that means. But anyway, and then this one, so I do have a process video for this one. This one is part of my Create Your Own Background series, and it's number 2, which is mixed media. So I'll leave a link for that as well. And then this one is number 4 of that same series, and it's using tissue paper. So I really regret how I outlined that. Anyway, so for this one again, I just pulled in some elements from the kit. And by some elements, I mean these 2 hearts and this little chipboard piece. And once I started doing that, I realized it was time to dismantle the kit, because it meant that I got bored of it and I wasn't using it like I was meant to. I was just going into it like it was separated into my stash. So I thought I might as well separate it back into my stash, and it would be much more easy for me to access it. So anyway, so that's the last sort of layout. It's a cheat layout, but yeah. And I don't think I'll be making any more kits for a while. Now, I'll also like to mention that this is stash kit number 3 that I only made one layout from. But again, I'm sort of not sure if I want to use it as a kit anymore. I'm gonna keep it intact for another couple of weeks and see if I use it. If I don't, I'll dismantle it and I won't use that. So I just wanted to let you know, because you won't see any of these on my channel. There's only one that I did, which again was part of my Create Your Own Background series, and was the first one. So yeah, there should be either a kill kit video, and it's not really a kill kit if I only make one layout, but there should be that in a couple of weeks. If you don't see that, it means I decided to continue and make more layouts with this. So, or again, I might make 4 layouts in the next 2 weeks, which I highly doubt, but anyway. So thank you for watching. So if you want to get more details on all of my layouts, you can check out my blog at graceeilander.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at grace_eilander. There's links for that in the descriptions below as well. And again, I know I've said it 30 billion times, but I'll leave links to all of these projects, because all of them have process videos, including this mini album. Yeah. And then I also forgot to mention, remember that little Brad piece? I used that on a layout that I can't show you at the moment, because I'm going to send it into the Creative Scrapbooker magazine for the spring 2017 edition. I don't know if I will get in. I really don't really care. If I get in, great. If I don't, well, that's too bad. There'll be more opportunities for me to do so. So I'm rambling again. So anyway, so thanks for watching and see you next time.